Welcome to Swiss Esports Arena, the best Swiss esports talk show, episode 2. We have the same guests as last time because they were fucking great. So welcome Sifodias, head of esports for Lausanne Esports,
Hello.
and Sioser, MYI top laner, and the only person to
Hello.
ever win a League of Legends and Rocket League tournament at the same LAN. So the topic for today will be the Swisscom Hero League Season 4. And the first thing I would like to talk about is the format. Like, we have not the format we would have hoped for, the round robin like we have in the LEC, but this time the tournament is stretched out over a whole month, and I think that's a lot better because it feels like a league now and not like a tournament. Is there anything you want to say about the format? Are you sad that
Well,
it's not the
of
old
course I'm
one?
sad. Of course I'm sad it's not like round robins, but I guess they can't really help it because of the Prime League and all that licensing stuff. So I guess I kind of forced into those kind of format. What I'm really sad is the idea of having to play multiple qualifiers for teams that already proved their worth. I think it's almost a waste of time, and it can sometimes like steal chances for new talent to play into the qualifier if all teams have to participate. I would have loved for them to do a bigger one with more than 16 teams, because I think there are more than 16 teams that could show up potentially in Switzerland, like teams that I would really like to see playing. I would also really like if we have more games than last time. I think it was best of 3 last time, most of the tournament.
I'm not sure, but it could be,
I,
yeah.
think, I remember that the games were really short or not necessarily that interesting, so I would love it for them to like rework on the seeding and rework like on the number of matches.
Yeah, well, I remember it was best of 3 mostly, and so most series were just kind of like easy to 0 and then it was over. That's pretty fast. But on the other hand, you're not gonna get around like stumps, of course, with already 16 teams and more especially. But I think it would be like best if you have like best of ones at the start, and then when you get like to the semifinals and stuff, then you have like best of fives maybe even, and then it's a lot more fun to watch, I think. Otherwise, well, I think they did a good job on the format. It's better than last time. It's not a league, but I mean, yeah, it's kind of special. It's hard to do that, I think, right now. And yeah, the rest we will see. But I would have liked to have like Sifodias said, established teams already be like in it, already be qualified. Like, well, like for example, like top 4 of last time or something like that.
Yeah, we will talk about the qualifiers later, but in general, like, do you have high hopes for Season 4? Do you think it will be the best Swisscom Hero League season we had until now?
I think, honestly, I think if they don't really like turbo smurf all the like the media stuff on the stream and etc., it would probably be one of the most disappointing
Oh,
Hero League. And I think there is a lot of at stakes until Season 4, because if I'm not mistaken, it's like halfway into the contract with Swisscom. And if Swisscom is not happy with how things go, they potentially cancel it. So I guess Hero League is kind of sweating right now. But yeah, as we discussed already, League of Legends is not the only game, and maybe they will stop League of Legends after. We don't know.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a rough season. I still think like season 2 of Hero League was the best.
Yeah.
And it's really hard to compete with that because you have no post-finals team.
Yep.
You don't. Well, I don't even know who's actually gonna compete, and I think overall Swiss League of Legends just got worse in the last year or so, and from that it's gonna be hard to really beat season 1 or 2. Season 3 should be beaten because it was just like really boring. So I hope Season 4 is just gonna be a small improvement at least.
Yeah, like, I have high hopes, to be honest. I think it could be better, it should be better, but there are some things I didn't like. Like, for example, the qualifiers, like you mentioned, that the teams from last season aren't in the new league. Like, in the Season 3 rulebook, which I actually read, it was written that the top 8 would retain their spot for Season 4.
Yep.
But But they said in their announcement that the Swisscom Hero League has had to adjust its format in order to continue to provide a fun and competitive experience for the League of Legends community, and as a result of this change, the seedings and automatic qualifications from past seasons no longer carry over. Like, it doesn't make sense for me, but I don't think it's bad that the A teams don't retain their spot. I think it's cool to some extent because we get to see more faces, I would say. What do you think about that?
Well, go ahead. Go first.
I think teams that should have gotten a spot will get it no matter what.
Yeah.
And now it will just be a question of seeding, basically. Instead of having like seeding of last season, they will have a brand new seeding. So maybe it will be good, maybe it won't be. Can't really tell, but in my opinion, it doesn't really change anything other than forces teams play a qualifier that not necessary, I would say.
Yeah, I think the only mistake here is that they took the like changed the rule set, or like had the rule in the old rule set even. Like just don't have that rule in the old rule set. Just don't write it in if you can't guarantee it. The rest, it doesn't really matter. I think the same teams are gonna get in probably. If we have some surprises, it would be good for Swiss LoL scene, I think, because we definitely need new blood. But we will see. I don't know about that because I don't know anybody who could come in so far.
But right now, I saw that one team was already filled in their inscription to participate in both qualifiers. It was Xamax, and I know only one of the players. The other players I don't know about.
Okay.
So I guess there's a really first new ones. Maybe we will see a good surprise. Maybe not.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think that it was a good point with the seeding. Yeah, I think the best teams really will get qualified again, but with worse seeds. So maybe it would have been better if it would have been like the rules in Season 3 said, with you retain the spot.
I thought the seeding in Season 3 was really odd. Because to be totally honest, on one side of the bracket, you have the number 1 seed, which was My Insanity, and you had the number 1 seed coming from the qualifier on the same side of the bracket, and I think that's a mistake. Because I was totally sure that the first seed of the qualifier, which was the lineup with Luna, Panchi, and and Lish. And I feel like those guys, I mean, they're known, and like they just blasted the qualifier, and like getting on the same side of My Insanity was kind of int.
Kinda
yeah,
unlucky.
I guess that should have been the final, probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how they handled that, of course, but what seed did they get in the tournament? Did they just like continue after the teams they already took? Like the teams that were guaranteed to be in it had like 1 to
8.
whatever the number was,
and I think the mistake.
And then
was...
they just continued, or what?
The mistake was that they gave like the 4 bottom seeds to the second link of the Hero League. If you remember, in Season 2, you had like the first division and the second division.
Yeah.
And, like only 4 teams from each division retained the spot, and those 8 teams got seeded from 1 to 8, with My Insanity at first, I think Los Angeles, and then we had like a lot of random teams afterwards.
Yeah, actually true.
And that's what actually fucked up the qualifier and all the seeding in the bracket.
Do you think it's bad for you guys as well now that you have to qualify again for Lausanne and for MYI, or does it not matter?
I mean, it's just annoying to have to play from like 2 p.m. to maybe like, I don't know, like 6 or 8 p.m. It depends on how the games go. If some games are not. It's just annoying to have to take a whole day of practice out just to play a qualifier when we know that we are going to. I mean, I guess we'll do like something like 4-1 or 5-0 depending on who we face. And I think.
Yeah. Personally, as a player, I kind of like playing just like qualifiers and stuff. You just see how the team performs in actual games instead of scrims. But at the same time, most games in those qualifiers are just gonna be really easy, probably, and I mean, those aren't really worth to play. But I mean, yeah, you kind of have to. So it has some positives and some negatives, but it just costs time in the end.
I think like half of the games will be Storms, and the other half will be Clone Fiesta. The qualifier, because knowing Swiss players, most of them won't take it really that seriously because it's just a qualifier, and most of the players will be like, oh well, I don't care if I'm like seed 2 or seed 3 as long as I qualify.
Yeah, most of the time it's true.
I mean, that's how it mostly happens, like in LANs, for example. Like a lot of players don't take seriously the round robins and the Swiss rounds before the bracket, and once they get on the bracket, they get serious. I guess we'll have like kind of the same effect. I hope not, but I guess we will.
Like we talked about the rule that you don't qualify, but the qualifier in itself, it will be on the 12th and 13th September, and the top each of both qualifiers qualify for the main Hero League bracket, and the format of the qualifiers are, if you lose 5 games, then you're out, and the seed 1 of qualifier 1 will play against seed 8 of qualifier 2, and seed 2 of qualifier 1 will play against seed 7 of qualifier 2. Are you happy with that type of format of the qualifier? Like, if it would have been only a bracket, we could have had a really unlucky bracket with MYI against Lausanne in the first game, and I think this format is good, right? The best they could have chosen.
Yeah, I agree. It sounds pretty good. We'll see how it turns out. Well, there's always like a bit of random stuff happening. Yeah. Maybe a team kind of throws in a qualifier and then ends up in a lower seed, and then we have like an interesting matchup at the start, but then it gets more boring towards the end. But we'll see. That's up to the teams, honestly. But the format seems good to me.
Yeah, the format seems okay. I think like I would have preferred if like would have done something like top 4 of the first qualifier gets the first 4 seeds, and then the seeds from like 4 to 8 are given to the top 4 seeds of qualifier 2, and it would have given kind of an equality feeling between the 2 qualifiers, and maybe offer a possibility for teams to do a better seed, maybe.
Yeah, because if you qualify in qualifier 2 because you have no time on the first qualifier, you automatically get the worst seed.
Yeah, you automatically bottom 8, and it's already rough.
But on the other hand, like the second qualifier will be worse most likely because the best teams will qualify in the first one. So
if they can play usually,
since they put more value on the first qualifier, I guess first qualifier we have like highest level of game.
So are we done with the qualifiers, or do you have anything to say about that?
I don't know.
Not really.
I would have loved if they changed completely the format of the Hero League and did something like a bit more old-fashioned in like weekly or monthly tournaments, and they give points to teams when they end the tournament, and like they do like just for like 3 months or something, and then they do like a real bracket with all those. It would have, I think it would have been more just, especially since you have a sense of continuity between like 3 months. So
that's actually really cool. I remember we used to have like weekly or monthly tournaments in Switzerland too, and those were really fun. But the only problem was attending every single one. Like for maybe one player just can't that day, and then you miss out one tournament. But if you have like 10 tournaments and you take the best 8 after those tournaments, then you should get in even if you miss 1 or 2 if you're really at that spot.
Yeah, I agree. And also it allows teams to like it allows to not have like one team profit from one meta and just like be better because it's a meta that suits them better. I think it's just overall a bit fairer of a system.
Yeah, it would be kind of like a league, but in like tournament format. That would be a pretty good idea.
Tournament format. But of course, I don't know how it works with Riot Games and the Prime League, and maybe they couldn't do that.
It's sad that these weekly cups died because I think it would have made more teams, because you just have to get 5 friends, play play on this Saturday, play the next one. Maybe that would have gotten us some new talent, right?
Yeah,
the cup.
exactly. That's what I was gonna say. I think the best thing about it is like you can literally just play as 5 friends, and then maybe some guy is actually good on that team, and he plays against an actual team, and they are like, "Wait, this guy is good," and maybe he finds a team after, and then we have new talent. So that would definitely help with that. But otherwise, also it's just a great format for like a real tournament. Also, you always know, like every week, oh, on this weekend I could watch some Hero League,
Yeah, yeah.
and not like have it like all 3 months. Oh, today is Hero League. When is the next one? Well, in 3 months or so.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I would have even streamed every weekly qualifier.
Yeah. I mean, you could like allow a lot of variety of streamers to like cast it, for example. And I know in Switzerland we have very little caster talent for League of Legends, on other games also, but mostly League of Legends. So maybe it would have a lot like new air talent to develop.
Yeah, honestly, if I can't play, I would just stream the qualifier. Like, why not? Just have a good time with some people in chat if they want to, and watch some games.
So I
Would
hope
be great overall, I think.
maybe you can stream the qualifiers on the 12th and 13th because they won't get streamed, right? According to ESL and Swisscom, right?
I don't think if they said anything about it.
I don't
I didn't
think
find
so.
any information.
I have no idea yet, but I mean, if they wouldn't be streamed, I hope somebody does. And if I have time, I would just do it, I guess.
I think RTS Esports is on talk to maybe stream the qualifiers. It's not sure yet. So maybe we have that. Also, Jamel, you talked about the cups dying, like the previous Hero League cups we had weekly. The main reason the admins told me about that was not enough people attended, but I confronted it with a major problem was that teams couldn't actually attend the event because they were playing in the actual Hero League. So of course, when you have like, all the Swiss teams already participating and you forbid them to participate in the weekly cup, of course your weekly cup will get like emptied in like 2 weeks or 3.
Yeah.
I think it was dumb for big teams to do it.
So if you're in the Hero League, you can't participate in these weekly cups.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And
But
like,
honestly, if you do it,
teams participating, like you don't have like you just have like 4-5 little teams participating, and it's just not worth it.
Yeah, if even like if you do it now and you don't have like Hero League running at the same time, you would get way more teams, like overall just general teams, and then you would also have like just friends. Like it's basically Clash,
Yeah.
And I mean, Clash is really fun. Like I want to play Clash every time it happens. So why not do it for such weekly cups? Like I would play every time I could.
Yeah, so do you want to say anything more about the qualifiers, or do we want to go to the next topic, I would say?
You may move on.
Yeah, okay.
Go next.
So
Go next fast.
I think I had a really cool idea. So we have no ideas about the rosters for the Hero League, or I don't. But we could make a list with, so everyone, I give 5 teams, you give 5 teams, and you give 5 teams that will qualify, and I will write it in an Excel.
Holy shit!
So
oh boy!
So we will make the list for the Swisscom Hero League Season 4 teams.
But do we have to like give like the entire roster, or just like the org name, for example?
I have no idea about the rosters. If you can give the rosters, it would be cool, but
oh boy!
I think it's more about the organization, because most orgs don't have a roster yet, I would say. But we can speculate which orgs are cool and could have a spot like that. So
okay, you said 5, right?
Yeah, 5 each. But I would say we would go someone first, and then the other, and then the other.
Oh, okay. I'm just writing down the ones I think will make it.
Yes, so I can give mine right now. One of them,
yeah, sure,
at least.
Start.
And if you have a reasoning, you can say that as well. I don't have a reasoning, the biggest reasoning or the best reason, but I'd say a reason could be one, because I'm pretty biased. I like them, and like they they were in the second division, then got to the first one, and they even got players from the season 2 second place team. They really got their top laner and their mid laner, swapped them even so that everyone would fit into the team. So I think they are pretty good. They are promising. So they could be one of the teams, I would say. That's my reasoning. I don't know what you think.
Wait, I never got the name of the team. I mean, I think it's Lustig that you mean, but...
Oh, really? Oh, fuck. I
you never
fucked
said...
up.
You always said...
No, he said Horizon. He said Horizon.
Arisen.
Yeah.
Horizon,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So,
I actually don't know the roster. Is it... Do they still
I
have
don't know the roster at all.
Do they still have the Frost guy top lane?
like in the last season, Arisen had the silent gaming top laner, right?
They had Quadra. They had Quadra.
Ah, Quadra, yeah.
Oh, they had Quadra.
They had Quadra, Dreaming, Zin, Frigo, and Zephyr.
Zephy.
Okay. Yeah, they can make it in. Last time they trolled, I know that.
Yeah, they got really
Like, Zephy is
tilted.
just trolling anyway, honestly.
Oh, yes, there's a silent gaming squad. Where does it go? Totally forgot about that.
The Silent Gaming Squad is now in Bubbles Gaming. I think
Yeah.
they will make it
Oh.
actually.
Oh. Well, I
That's
guess-
my first
Yeah.
pick. Bubbles Gaming is gonna...
Okay.
No, actually my first pick is obviously Mind Sanity.
Okay.
There's not
Yeah.
really... Like, you can't count Mind
Seems
Sanity out. It's
logical.
just,
Yeah.
it's just impossible. Like, even if I can't play, they will make it. And of course they will win, you know?
Oh, even that? Okay.
Yeah, they will win, of course.
Yeah, I think that's then our second org. So what would you say, Sifodias? I have a guess which team you will name, but go on.
But I'm not going to say Lausanne because that's pretty obvious and that's boring. I think we'll probably see a squad from Germany.
Germany.
Like
From
a
Germany?
squad from one of those Swiss German orgs that plays on Prime League and will come into the Hero League.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mhm.
my bet is on one of those three will be Fragbox, Recast, or Flame Esports.
Oh, fuck.
Because Flame and Recast already played once each other on the Hero League, so they could totally come back. On Fragbox, I mean, they're a Swiss org. They have a team in the Prime League and they have a team in the French Open Tour. So I could totally see like a weird mix of a Fragbox team showing up in the Hero League.
Yeah, I actually thought about Recast as well. I had them on my list already. But I'm not sure because I spoke with one of them and they have some roster issues. That's what I know.
Oh yeah, that's right. Have roster issue.
And if they don't like break up the whole team, they will probably make it. Otherwise, I'm not sure. But I had them on my list. I have faith in them that they figure it out and play in the Hero League.
So I would say I go next. So like
Sure.
I would say I have Lustig written down because I'm with them. So I have to believe in them. Like I know Greggy, the owner, is very passionate and he wants to participate in the Hero League. So I'm sure they will get a roster. But like I said, I'm not really an expert. I don't know the rosters yet. But
Yeah, from what I know, they never had a good roster so far. So it would be a surprise to have suddenly
The
5
last
guys there.
one-
But
The last one they had Vango in it. Did they?
wait,
yeah,
really?
in the Prime League.
Yeah, in the Prime League, and I think they participated in like the 180 LAN in Valais that happened online, and I
Okay.
remember us playing versus Vango, so they had Vango with them. I was actually
Okay.
surprised to see him
Interesting,
there.
actually. Yeah, I saw he's in the UK scene, I think.
Yeah,
he
now
is.
he's in the UK.
Yeah, like from my experience with Lustig, they usually had like some gold plat team, so that's not really worth discussing. So they either have a whole new roster or they won't make it. But I'm pretty sure they will have a new roster because I saw like their whole new approach, everything on Twitter. I think they are really trying to get into the top orgs in Switzerland, and they need a good team for that.
So do you want to go next? Do
Sure.
you have one?
Well, I have multiple, but I'm gonna take Arctic for now.
Arctic, okay.
I think Arctic is pretty safe bet, honestly.
Yep.
They still have the same AD carry. No. They still have the same support mid laner and top as they always used to for like 2 years or something. I think Hyuga in the mid lane is still pretty good, like underrated for a mid laner. And they have a new AD carry and jungler. I mean, the jungler is more like a veteran. He used to play in the Swiss scene.
Who is it?
And he's kind of back. It's Unlucky Luke.
Ah.
It's a long time ago. He used to play on Enjoy Real Quality.
With the way you were talking, I thought it was like Demon Bites or Gareth.
No. It's like
I think he's completely
he's
decided.
not like known that well or like known for his insanely good play, but he's pretty decent, I think. And if they figure out like how to play with each other, they should easily make it into the Hero League.
So will you take only one Arctic roster or Inferno and the others
I
as
just
well?
take one. The others won't make it.
Oh, okay.
Oof.
So, Sifodias, do you want to go next, or should I say another one?
Yeah, I have a few next.
Oh, okay.
There's one in particular that has completely disappeared of the League of Legends teams and actually didn't play last time. It's Noetic. With
Noetic.
Eliogal.
Ooh, yeah, I totally forgot about them.
They totally disappeared. I don't know what they're doing. But I would be really happy to see Eliogal back on the scene because I thought he was really good. So maybe they will come up with something.
Yeah, actually, I don't know what happened to them. I remember talking to them once about like team stuff, and they asked me once, and I asked them once to play in a tournament, but it never happened. But yeah, I think jungle and mid lane was good. Eliogal and somebody else.
Was it like Minlos or Jin? Remember?
I don't remember actually. But yeah, if they have a roster again, I can see that. I can see them making it, honestly.
They played in season 2, right? In the second division, I think.
Yeah,
Because
they played in the.
Because if I remember correctly, we played against them and they picked Udyr mid, and I lost against Udyr mid. But like, so they can't be too bad, I would say.
But I guess you have to remember that one.
Yeah, they played Shin mid and Udyr mid, and we lost both games. Hey, this fucking Udyr, he killed us all. Like, yeah. I would say I go next with the next org.
Yeah.
I would say Lausanne, because it's a pretty easy pick. Like, it's Lausanne, they always competed in every season and they always got far. You seem very motivated, right? And optimistic. Yeah. What can you tell us about Lausanne? Can you do the reasoning part for me, so I don't have to?
So the reasoning part is the roster didn't change that much. We changed only one player.
Yeah.
Django is no longer auto-filled in support. He's back on mid lane.
Yeah.
And we have new blood. We have new blood on support. And I think the new player we have on support is really. I think it was really like the missing piece of the roster.
Oh,
and it's really mashing very well together. And he really brings a lot of serenity to the team. And when you see the whole roster, it was really in need of someone to calm them down, make them think a little bit more. And I have really high hopes. I think we have kind of a similar playstyle last time, but it will be more a more polished one, on a one where we think a bit more before fighting. Well, last time it was more about just solo queue style, go full fighting, just go for the 50-50, and we'll see if it works. I guess it didn't work that long, but but this time it's actually insane. I've seen, like, from what I can tell, it's just insane the difference there is. Like, have a substitute, which sometimes substitute in support, and the difference between when we have our main support and our substitute is just massive in terms of macro, in terms of stress management. Really, everything is just so much different. So really, I have really high hopes, and I'm pretty sure this time we'll go to the finals.
Yeah, like, my pick was really good. I'm the expert. So
yeah, obviously.
So do you want to say the next pick from your side? Like, you already have 4, but you can go on. Maybe you have better picks than I do.
Well, I have one more on my list right now. Yeah, I just took like 3 for Sifodias' first sentence that he said. He had like Fragbox, Flame, and Recast.
Recast.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Bubbles Gaming is gonna make it in
Yeah,
for the
sure.
first time
Sure.
because they took the X-Silent roster. They aren't bad. I don't think they are like top material, but they should easily make it into top 16.
Yep, I agree.
I think they still are the same players, right?
I guess so.
No, I
Pretty
think they
sure.
changed like 2 or at least 1 player. I think they changed, but
I mean, they changed mid lane, but that was also
Yeah, but
last
he was
season, I think.
casting.
Yeah, because he was casting. But yeah, I think they make it.
Yeah, they will for sure. Like they were good last season. Even did they get the game of My Insanity right, or did they get 2-0?
No.
But
We didn't drop a game.
but one was close, right? Or not? Was it?
Not really.
Ah, okay. Fuck.
Like I actually rewatched the Silent Gaming games in a coaching session with the caster with Don Rigoni, and well, let's say the game was a bit lopsided.
So,
But yeah, I guess next pick we have 10 teams for now.
yeah.
I still have 4 of them.
Oh, 4
Yeah,
really?
Right
You
now.
still
Yeah.
have 4.
Holy
Yeah.
fuck! How? Like I would. My next and I think last pick could be Size of Seraph. I don't know if they're good, but they are
I forget about them.
like they are an org that I think is also pretty ambitious, so they could have a roster. Or maybe Sparks, right? These 2 orgs.
Yeah,
Okay.
I had Sparks still.
Oh yeah, Sparks is playing with the Prime League, right?
Yeah, with a German roster, but they would need to add
okay.
3 Swiss players. But yeah, I guess Sifodias has some picks. I have one
Yeah.
more right now.
Okay, you can give it then.
Yeah,
Well, you talked about it before, like Samax,
Xamax.
and I
Oh, yeah, of
quickly
course.
I quickly OPGT'd them. I don't think they are good, but they might make it into top 16. Like they are all at least diamonds. They have some one tricks, which tells me some bad things, but also some good things. Because if
Yeah.
people miss that, then they can maybe take a game off even better teams. But yeah, maybe they might make like place 13 to 16 something
Yeah.
in there.
Okay, well, I totally forgot about Xamax, even though I talked about it.
Yeah, I just took what you said and to look them up real quick.
So what I have next will be maybe Esports. I don't know what are their whereabouts in League of Legends. I know that
Oh
they
yeah,
have a few
actually,
players, and I think they still
actually that's a
have
good pick.
Oracle. So
Yeah,
maybe they
I
can
saw it on the top list. He's listed on their team,
Yeah.
and he's like the he's like master or something. at
Yeah, he's
least.
really good. So I could totally see them make it. Then I have Imperium because they did a few roster changes and they added, maybe you know him, Sioser, they added Tito in ADC.
Tito, I
Tito.
think
He was in
is he
LVS
an
on
AD
Low
carry?
Yep.
Yeah, then I know. Yeah.
And they added him, and I actually saw him play recently and talked a lot with him, and he really matured a lot. And I think he could make some surprises on the Swiss scene, but more like on the bottom tier of Swiss scene. I don't think this team is like top 8 material, but I think they can make like top 10 or top 12. And then I have Smart Fox Gaming, which is a new Swiss organization that debuted in January or February.
You said that last time.
Didn't
even,
we
I
talk
think.
about them? Yeah,
And
I think we talked about them last time.
And their
maybe
website
we-
didn't work for us.
Yeah, the website didn't work. Yeah, but I don't know if they fixed that. But now they have a really good. Really good. They have a good League of Legends team. They picked up Helvet's old squad with Xelowak, Nothing, and all the other pieces. So I think they could make it in top 16. Last time they did. So I could totally see them do it again.
Okay. Yeah, fair point actually. So now we have 15 teams.
Yeah,
There's one more.
I might have like one or two. Last one, it's both from the same org. It's a really recent org, which is just like mostly Romandy players. It's called
Okay.
ATR. It was formed with Akiro and NK. Maybe you have heard of them before.
I don't think so.
The two squads are kind of different in terms of style on Elo. The first team has Unleash, Noray, and I think Legendary. And then I don't really know who else is on the roster. So it's still quite okay. And the second team has Atrox, Xenomorph, Diddy Monkey, and Nini. So out of those 5 players, there are 3 of them that did top 4 at 2 years ago at the Switzerland. So it's still good material. So I could also see them make it to top 16.
And what was the name of the org? Sorry.
ATR.
ATR.
I don't think they have a website, and I'm not really sure they are really active on social media. So I guess you won't find a lot.
I didn't hear of them at all so far. But I mean, if a team has Unleashed, they are always like top 16 material. Like he can carry some games really hard.
I have a fun fact about this org. They had 3 teams that played in the Prime League. And all 3 of the teams got disqualified during the season because they couldn't play a few matches.
Oh my god.
All the 3 teams got disqualified. One of them got disqualified really sadly because they just didn't click on the ready button. Like just 1 minute off, and they got disqualified on that.
Feeling that happens way too often with some Romandy teams, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
But I can expect like one of those 2 teams from them to make it.
Actually, I would take them both over Xamax at least.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
But is it even allowed to have like 2 teams from the same org?
No idea. Maybe they won't allow it.
Like it was allowed for Arctic, right? Last season. Like 4 Arctic teams were in the qualifiers.
Oh,
right. But maybe because it was just like a tournament. I mean, an easy tournament, not like league stuff. But this time it's like 2 qualifiers, and then afterwards they could maybe not be allowed to. I'm not sure.
Yeah, the rule book isn't out yet, or
I'm
I blind. But in the end, they will change the rules anyway. So, so I think we got our teams now, 17 teams even. And now the funny part would be to rank them. Like we don't know a lot about them, but I think ranking them will for sure get some publicity.
Maybe can you like share your screen so we can see like the whole list? Maybe visually it will help.
Oh, that would be 140 IQ.
Maybe it will mess up your scene.
Yes, so it fucked up the scene, but it do not matter. I actually can't, I think. Fuck. Did it work? Oh, fuck, it fucked up the whole scene. Okay.
Yeah, no.
Wait. Technical difficulties.
Maybe just like send us a print screen of the 70.
Yeah, I think that should work better.
Yeah, you can do that.
Fuck. It won't.
I already forgot like 3 or 4 of them.
Just write them down and put it instead of your face on the camera, you know.
Wait 1 sec. Oh, it will look so bad. Fuck. 1 sec.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I can copy paste that.
I think we all know who will probably come in first place.
Fuck. Wait. I think I can send it on Twitter without fucking up the screen. I think that should work.
Yeah, maybe.
Do that.
In the future, this shouldn't happen, I would say, but yeah. Does it work? Oh my god, it fucking worked. So I send it to you, Sifodias, and...
Thank you.
No problem.
So ATR is like the letter.
R, you mean R, right?
Yeah, ATR, sorry.
No problem. I wasn't sure, so I wrote AT and then Air, like Air Jordans, but...
And they have 2 squads.
2 squads?
Yeah, they have 2 teams.
Yeah, 2 teams.
Yeah, like, they won't fit in. We have 70 teams, so...
Yeah.
So how would you rank them? Who's rank 1 the most interesting?
I think my Insanity would probably be rank 1. I think like you have to give it to old guy Lagily. He has like broken the formula to win Swiss every time. So
Well, actually, you will be surprised, but Lagily won't
really?
participate.
Oh,
you
really?
won't participate.
Fuck.
From
Sorry,
what I know. Like, we had a
Oh.
chat, and he
it
said he
because of his
doesn't
new
want to
job?
participate. No, he just doesn't want to. Well, you know him. He's like more of a businessman. So
Yeah.
if something is not worth it, he won't do it. So he said he's not going to participate like a week ago or something. So
Where
that's
is all the
why
trash talk then? Oh.
that's why we will see like a new top and new mid laner.
Okay.
I don't know who will play. Maybe we will see somebody like Greenfire come back or like Polo. But I have faith in my insanity to figure it out and get the first place.
Yeah. I guess it's fair to let them have it.
Then who would we rank second? Like Lausanne, I would say, right?
I think that's where I'm defending my place. I think we'll probably be the second best team. Maybe we'll catch him first, maybe we'll be third, I don't know, but I think fair to rank up.
Like, I really don't want to give Lausanne the second place.
No.
I just don't have it in me. Like, but the problem is I don't see anybody I could take above them. You know, like Sifodias showed me the roster basically, and I don't believe in Sleety and Django and Moto actually.
Sleety is not playing.
Sleety is not playing. Wait, you sent
Sleety
me the
is
roster
not
with
playing.
Sleety, I think.
Yeah, Sleety is not playing. You said Sleety Django.
Yeah. And no, Moto is Django, right?
Yeah, Moto is Django.
Like I really don't believe in them. So like I just see them as like trolley players. I can't imagine them playing smart, you know? Like if I see them playing smart, I can believe, but for now I just can't.
You will be
So
surprised.
I would put them third, but I don't know who to take second then. That's kind of the problem. Actually, I totally forgot. What if like if Luna and Punchy are gonna make a roster again, they are getting second.
Okay.
Except if they are on my insanity themselves, but I doubt that.
Yeah,
really
if
hard.
you have Golden God, I doubt you have Punchy.
Yeah, also Punchy is just a bit of a special character. I'd say it's not really good for an orc to have him.
So do we put Lausanne third and Luna Punchy second? Like what the fuck? Or
We don't even know if they will participate. Actually.
Yeah,
It's same as.
we
like,
have no
maybe they
idea
won't.
because Luna is on Black Lion.
Yep.
I don't know how his contract works or anything, so I'm not sure if he can even participate. And well, Punchy,
is making Twitter memes.
yeah, Punchy is playing solo queue, so
like I was
you can
yeah.
put Lausanne second, but I want to mention that I don't believe in them getting second.
Yeah, okay, I think that's cool to hear, or not cool for Sifodias, but
No worries. We'll crush the non-believers.
We have to
Oh.
fight.
so we don't know the roster, so now it will get only harder and more biased. But who do you think will be third? Will it be the time for Babos because we know the roster of them, or do you believe in? No.
Like, if we assume Sparks gets a good roster, they could be up there.
Okay.
Actually, if Recast figures their problems out,
Yeah, if Recast figures a problem, say
like the jungle problem,
top 4.
yeah.
So then
I think we could put Recast in there, yeah, because we know they have a decent roster, and they have some problems in the roster. But if they fill those, then they should be able to get third.
okay, so they are third. Then who will be fourth?
I guess Sparkix or maybe Fragbuck. Or maybe Babos. I could see any of those.
Actually, if you put Babos, I would always put Arctic above Babos.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Okay.
I would always put them above it because Giga is just gonna 1v9. Like, he's way better than everybody in Babos.
Yeah.
So do we put?
I have some faith in my Asian friend, you know?
Yeah, let's give some faith to Arctic. I think they deserve it.
Okay, Arctic fourth.
I think Arctic 4th max. When you see like the whole picture,
It's so hard to predict like Sparks and Flame because we have no idea what they could have, like which players they could have.
Yeah,
And same for Fragbox. They will probably have like 0 with them. Like that's.
Oh yeah,
what they will
0.
have.
He's actually decent as well, yeah. If he try hard.
it's all speculation, so you can't say anything wrong.
Yeah, of course. I would put Arisen up there.
Hey,
On
that's
like
what I like
5th,
to hear.
yeah.
Yeah, if they have the same roster, yeah.
Wait,
Then throw.
So 4th place Arctic, and then Babus, and then Arisen, like that.
I think I would put Arisen
Yeah,
over
Arisen
Babos.
above Babos.
Ah, okay,
Yeah.
good. So, oh fuck.
But I have faith in Arctic to get to beat Arisen still.
Arisen above Babus. So I didn't
who
put
else do we
Sparks
have?
or Size of Seraph there, and Fragbox I didn't put there either. So we rank
Yeah.
Arisen and Babus over them. Okay. Then who could be good as well?
Oh.
Like all speculation, you can't say anything wrong. In the end, we will get flamed anyways by every team.
I mean, it's fun to have players flame you for predicting something, and then they try to prove you wrong. But if you're right, then
Yeah.
they really lost.
Yeah, I'm gonna give some faith to Fragbox because the management did really good job for the French team. So maybe we can hope they do this for this.
You agree?
I can see that happening. They did well last few seasons, so I think they deserve some faith.
Okay, Fragbox 7th, then 8th. The last team of qualifier 1.
Huh.
Like Sparks is still open, Flame is still open, and I think you
I would
value
put
them.
it into Flame first.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would put it into Flame first because they actually had some results already. Sparks didn't really have results in the Swiss scene, as far as I know, but
No.
they
Flame-
were
Wasn't
very
Flame-
ambitious. Yeah.
Wasn't Flame roster the same as Raycast? Actually.
No, Flame last season had the punchy Luna
Yeah.
roster.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, but the recast team was on Flame before, yeah. But yeah, I would put it for Flame before Sparks, because Sparks didn't really do anything yet in the Swiss scene, and I'm not sure if they will. But they were very ambitious in getting players. Like they pretty much tried to get everybody from My Insanity.
Oh. Okay.
So you would say Sparks then first team of the second qualifier and therefore place at 9.
Yeah.
Do you believe in them?
I would say so, yeah.
Sparks Esports. So you still have an overview of who's left. Like it's Xamax,
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Xamax, Lostic, Size of Seraph, Noetic, Valley, Imperium. I don't know how to pronounce it. Smart Fox Gaming and ATR, but one of them has to go out. We have too many teams right now, but
I think Noetic and Vale probably won't even have a team. I can see that happen, actually. Because they didn't had any like team last time, and Vale team like kind of exploded recently. I don't know. I mean, if they can keep like their old players, maybe they'll participate and maybe they'll do good. But like right now, we have no idea if they really even play.
Well, from what you said about ATR, I would get them a spot, at least one.
okay.
Yeah.
If they have Unleash, Atrox, and co, they aren't bad.
So let's give them 10th place then. ATR rather. And then we have 11th place. Like I want to put my boys Lustig up there, but I don't know how good they are. If there's a roster even. But they will have a roster, that's for sure.
I just don't know.
Vongo, if they have Vongo, they can even make it to top 8. But if they don't have Vongo, I have no idea.
Like we
I
can't
don't
have
think
Vango.
they will
He's
have Ango.
in the UK, like
yeah.
playing. So he can't
Yeah.
play.
I don't
think.
think either.
I just don't know who could they pick up, you know? Like, who is there, actually? Like, I even checked the top list, but I don't see
Yeah.
many people who could get, like,
Most
in a
of the
team.
people we already know who they are, and
And on which team they are. Like, there's even, like, last season we had, like, 27 players in Master Plus, but now we have, like, 12. So, it's really hard right now. But, If you want to, you can put Lustig in there.
Yeah, let's
like
put
they
them
have
there.
some good management. They have good management, so maybe they figured it out.
And a good content team, of course.
Had almost the best, I would say. Like
Yeah.
second place,
Okay.
maybe.
Yeah, you have to wait in the future, number one, I'm sure. I can guarantee that.
I think they are missing some letters, like an M, a Y, and an I. You know.
Oh shit. So, Xamax, Size of Seraph, Noetic, Valet, Imperium, Smartfox Gaming. Do we put Xamax now because we know they already registered for both qualifiers, so at least they are ambitious?
I guess Smart Fox Gaming is better than Xamax.
Okay,
That would be my guess.
then
Based solely on streams and what I've heard, I think Smart Fox Gaming is better.
yeah, that's
Yeah, I can believe that from looking at the OGGs from Xamax Esports. Yeah.
Smartbox 12th. And then we have Size of Seraph, Xamax, Noetic, Valet, Imperium.
Well,
One of them
I
has
don't-
to go.
Yeah, I don't want to sound like biased towards the Swiss German orcs. I do
No,
have
but
some
I-
faith in the Romandy orcs. I don't like
I would
Side
have
of
probably
Seraph never
said
had
Side of Seraph same.
they never had a good team. That's kind of the problem for me.
But Noetic and Valet don't even have a team right now.
Yeah, so they should be better than them at least, right?
Okay, well I have no idea about the rosters. I don't know if Side of Seraph has like a legitimate team. You know.
Yeah, me neither, but
I mean, last time they passed the first round of the Hero League, right? Yes, they won versus
yeah.
Russian
Really?
Rise. I don't even know.
They were second last in the second league, Russian Rise.
Oh.
But we
Oh.
lost to them anyways, fuck them. Or no,
Yeah,
not fuck
okay.
them, not
Let's
fuck them.
put them in. They are better than Jamel, so it's easy.
So Xamax 13th and then Size of Seraph.
14, I guess. Yeah. Then we
I
took two more.
I would guess I would put Imperium if Tito still can play, because if you guys don't know, Tito is going in France for 1 year in
Okay.
esports school, Helios
Okay.
Gaming School, I think it is. So maybe he won't be able to play, maybe he will be able to play.
Yeah, but they at least apparently have a roster compared
Yeah,
to the other
yeah.
twos.
Currently they have one.
And so who's team 16? Will we guess that Noetic gets a roster or Valet or someone else?
I think it's easy. You just go on like the top list and then you go through
Ah.
everybody from the top, and then the first player who's on one of those teams wins, and that's Oracle. So I would put Vale Esports.
Yeah.
Okay, then let's put Valet Esports.
That's fair. Don't they also have Nila in their team?
Nila, he's up there too, but he has no
Of course.
like he's not in a team on the side.
Yeah, but
I don't know
think
if
he
he
was
is.
playing with Vale before. Yeah, he's playing a lot.
They might be a lot better than 16, but yeah, we don't
Yeah,
know.
but since we don't know the roster and we don't even know if they would participate.
Yeah, but then they would have two master players. They should be decent.
Yep, I guess.
So our list is MOI first, then Lausanne, then Recast, then Arctic, then Arisen, and then Babos, and the list goes on and on and on. I will post it later after I have uploaded this video. And now I would say we're done with the list, and there's only one more topic, I would say. Not the biggest one, I think.
Yeah.
But we won't watch Swiss esports because the players are so fucking good. We watch because it's Switzerland. We want to have some storylines. And to make it more interesting, we will get the storylines to make Swiss esports better. And like, maybe have some storylines. I would say one storyline is which team will take the silent gaming spot and be the team that competes with Mindsanity. Or maybe one storyline could be, will it be a new era of Swiss League of Legends? If it's maybe a bad era, like you didn't have high hopes at the start of the episode, but now with the list. And one storyline could be, can MOI be dethroned? So do you have to say anything about one of those? I hope really.
Well, actually, the fact that Mindsanity won't have both Sioser and Lagili is really making me think a lot. Because honestly, I don't see like any Swiss player available right now.
Yeah.
And I know that on the squad there'll probably be Golden God if he can come like from the UK.
Yeah, he should be.
I know he has been asked. I don't know if he said yes or no.
Okay.
I can't say much more than that.
If I look at the big picture, we have possibly a golden god, and then like last time you had an import in support, so maybe
Yeah,
it
with
would be the
30.
same player. And then you have like 3 blank spots, and honestly, I don't know who you can put. Maybe it would be like old veterans who have retired that we come back, or maybe it would be new people that we haven't heard of.
Or maybe Vango, right? He could come from the UK as well.
Maybe Vango, if he's allowed to come from the UK, he will come. Actually,
Yeah.
if the squad has Vango, then it's kind of cheating.
Yeah, if Golden God is allowed, they will
honestly,
have
Almost
Vango
like
as well.
a cheating team.
Honestly, it's always cheating when you have Golden and Höfi. Like, I
Yeah.
don't think anybody can beat them in Switzerland.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Höfi is such a good
I agree.
support, and we know that Golden God is just the best AD carry in Switzerland, so I think if you have those two, you always have, like, a good core to win.
Yeah.
And then you just need to find three players who can, like, complement them somehow.
I agree.
But yeah, I don't think NY is gonna get dethroned. Of course not. Like, how could I? Well, otherwise, I hope there is gonna be a storyline of like a dark horse with some young players.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, just like maybe 5 unknown players coming up, like being just maybe friends even, like just 5
Yeah,
friends participating somehow, making it, and then taking some games off of actual teams.
Yeah. I see this. I'm looking for 2 different storylines. The first one is the same as yours. It's like dark horse team coming out of nowhere and just getting like a really good finishing. And the other storyline I'm looking for is for Romandy to dethrone the Swiss German, because you guys have been dominating for far too long, and I'm really hoping like a Romandy squad.
I think it would be good to have like in the finals have a Romandy team against the Swiss German team.
It would be really hype.
It would be
really hype.
more interesting. It would be more hype, and as well, like as you talked about before, who will take the silent gaming spot, like as an org or like as a team as well. It would be best to have a Romandy team up there, because then you always have like the fight between like Swiss German and Romandy. Even if we want to be like united as Switzerland as a whole, I think it's good for storylines to have like both compete against each other
to
as
have
well.
rivals. Yeah,
and like push each other as well.
I think we have a lot of Romandy teams on our list, so the hopes should be high.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of even now.
Is it?
I already closed the list, right?
Wait,
My
one,
Babos, Horizon, Lustig, Sight of
2,
Seraph, Sparks.
4.
I don't know if I can count like
7.
Flame and Reka.
Yes, 7 French teams.
It's pretty even, I would say. Yeah.
Pretty even actually, so it would be a good battle actually.
Yeah, just hope it's
hope
the
so.
Swiss teams. Like, doesn't matter if it's French Swiss or
Yeah,
German Swiss,
as
just
long
not the
as-
I
German
don't like
teams.
it if I wouldn't like it if a German org wins.
Yeah.
No, I would be very sad. Like, I cheered. No, not cheered. Like, I was against Recast. I didn't want them to win. Like, I'm not a fan of the German orgs, but
Well, you're welcome, by the way.
yeah, thank you for winning. Like, thank you for
But they
that.
actually, at least they had like mostly Swiss players.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I'm a fan of
So
that.
that's yeah.
So they helped us in the end. Like, they aren't only bad. Like,
Yeah, of course.
still good job by them.
Yeah, and for the other thing, I would like. It would be cool to have like a storyline with Django again. Like like Django is just
Django
like
Redemption.
he's a good personality, you know.
Yeah,
like,
yes.
he makes some noise. The problem is sometimes it's like bad publicity, I guess.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
some
I
stuff
see
he
what you
shouldn't say, you know. But he has matured. I want to see a matured Django, you know. Like I
Yeah.
want to see a Django who doesn't just brain dead, just tries to kill the enemy. I want to see a Django who plays smart, who uses his mechanics, because he has mechanics. He's not
Yeah.
bad. Like I want to see a new Django. That's what I want to see. A new Django, a new Lausanne.
Okay, I'll send the message. No worries.
Yeah, don't.
Like I want to see them actually be good again. Like really be up there, you know.
Same.
Yeah, don't
Yeah, I
really.
hope so.
I don't really know Django, but I hope he wins. I know, like, from his Twitter personality, I know he's a K-pop fan, so he has to be a good player, I would say. So, yeah,
Oh boy.
I hope Lausanne gets far, but not too far. I would say mine 71st. So,
Yeah, and Lustig.
oh fuck! No! Oh, I said something very bad. Not MOI first. Fuck! Oh my god. Yeah. Do you have any other storyline? Like, I fucked up now, but I can't cut. So, do you have anything to say? Or is there another topic? Or huh?
The comeback of Eliogal would be cool.
Yeah, it would be pretty cool. I think he would deserve to achieve something in Switzerland. He's a pretty good player. At the same time, if we look at another mid laner, I still think Giga needs some better reputation. give him some recognition, you know.
Yeah, I love Giga.
Like, I remember watching him play against Vango, solo kill him on Kled multiple times.
Yes, that's right. He played Kled mid.
Like, he destroyed him some games, like, completely. I want to see an Arctic team that complements him and plays around him. And maybe then, even the best thing would be the Giga against Django storyline again. Like, I know they have some rivalry between them.
Yeah, at the
and it would be like really cool if they both have like good performances and then they meet some like in the semi-final. And then it's basically like a showdown of two mid laners that really perform well, that have matured over the years, that are now actually good. So I would really like to see that.
Same. Really love to see a confrontation between Django and Giga.
Yeah, also they would have good Twitter beef.
Yeah. That's what I'm looking for.
So is there any other storyline you have in mind? Like, this one was very good, I think, as well.
What else do we have?
I don't really know.
I guess usually it's just like Lausanne obviously wants to hold on to that like top spot in Romandy.
Mm-hmm.
My Insanity wants to hold on to the top spot overall.
Yeah.
But like who can really contest them? Like I don't know if any Romandy org can contest Lausanne at this point.
Will depend on Fragbox roster if they have really good players. Import.
So you would put like Fragbox as the second best team in Romandy, or like the second best org in Romandy.
Yeah, depending on the roster, I would say.
Okay.
But, yeah, would seem fair.
Yeah. Okay. So I would say unless you have another storyline, I would say then that's it. Like, do you have anything else?
Nope.
Do you have anything else you want to say? Another storyline? Anything you want to say? Make some advertising.
Maybe we need a caster storyline, you know.
Yeah.
From player to caster, yeah. Would be a cool storyline.
From player to caster. Or maybe, like, I don't know if we have different casters this time. I think Don Rigoni is still casting.
No.
I think it would be cool to have, like, somebody next to him, like a personality maybe from international esports again.
Maybe that guy that did SCSF event for Médecins Sans Frontières.
Wasn't it Ex-Coundrel?
No, not that.
You mean Strike, yeah. But like last time a big one came in, it was like Ex-Coundrel, I think, for an event. And I think it would be really cool to have like him again for like finals and stuff.
Yeah.
And like just otherwise, like qualifiers should obviously be casted some way, I think. And I can perfectly see like somebody like Strike coming in. I really like how he talks. I think he has a good voice for casting.
Yeah.
But it would be nice to see new casters, like have a storyline for casters, have actually casters compete to cast finals, you know, like that you have a choice. Also, as like the organizer, you have a choice to pick a caster. You don't have to take one, you know. Like Don Rigoni is pretty much safe for every cast basically. But otherwise, I don't see much happening.
Yep.
Something from your side, Sifodias, as well, at the end?
No, I don't think I have anything else to add. I think, having like more air talent would be really good, but I doubt we'll have it right now because like there's no huge ad breaker in Swiss. Unless Sioser starts casting.
Yeah, maybe. I'm watching too much LS, so I would be like flaming the players all the time.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I'm fine as well. So yeah, I think thank you to both of you for being here again, being great guests like you were last time. I think it was a good show, especially when we started making the list. So thank you for being here, and to the viewers.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Okay.
Thank you for the meeting.
Yeah, I hope we can do that another time as well. Maybe after the Swisscom Hero League Season 4.
Yeah, we need to check the list.
Yeah,
honestly, you know?
that could be fun.
Once the qualifier starts, we'll see the whole rosters and we'll be able to see if we are correct.
Yeah, maybe we fucked up even after the qualifiers, so we can make the show even then.
Yeah, maybe.
So then, to the viewers, thank you for watching, and support Sifodias and Sioser wherever you can. And yeah, you were great guests once again, like I said. And if you want to watch more great Swiss esports content, including the best Swiss esports talk show, then you should subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow my Twitter. Follow them as well. And yeah, thank you very much for watching, and until next time.